Hello, welcome to a new Flannel Flats. We're gonna do another tier list today. Today we're gonna rank all the Star Wars films, the Skywalker Saga, if you will, with the spin-off movies and the animated Clone Wars movie, because that's actually a canon movie, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna rank them all today and let you all get really angry at me because I'm one of the few Star Wars fans that really likes the prequels. But saying that, I really like the originals. Obviously, you have to if you're a Star Wars fan. I mean, if you don't like the originals, what are you even doing here? Like those, like the prequels. The newer stuff, I'm way harder on, except for one of them. So we'll see how it happens. So let's get started.
This is where the fun begins.
So to start us off, say I went ahead and put these all in order down below where they take place. I can already see the comments now. They're going to be angry if anyone actually watches this. I went back and forth on this. I'm actually going to put Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, not there, in the best of the best baby category. I know everyone's already got their pitchforks or has already left the video. If you're still here, thank you. And for the rest of you, I say... Not really, but, you know, it's unfortunate. The only downfall of this movie, to me, is basically Jar Jar. I mean, even then, like, growing up watching it, he didn't really bother me at all, because, you know, I was pretty young when it first came out. I actually liked Jar Jar back then, but I just recently watched through all these movies to get like a new perspective of it, see how I felt about him. And I definitely don't like Jar Jar like I used to. Like, I can stand him, and he does. I'm not just one just like, oh my gosh, it ruins the movie. It's just kind of whatever. Pretty much every Star Wars movie has goofy stuff to it, and that's just the goofiness is in this one, and that's just what you got to deal with. So I can handle Jar Jar. Other than that, I love everything in this movie. Qui-Gon is awesome. The pod race scene is one of the best scenes in Star Wars, in my opinion. The fight with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon and Darth Maul is amazing. The only thing I will say, I don't like how easy Obi-Wan beats him at the end when he jumps over him. Like, that was kind of lame. Like, that just ended. I think they should have fought more, but, you know, whatever. Other than those few little points, I really like this movie. Very enjoyable to me. So I'm going to put that in the best of the best, baby. And y'all can just deal with it. So this is what I got to say to the haters. And again. Alright, let's move on. The clone, Star Wars Clone Wars. Or Rise of the Clones, whatever. I can't remember what that's actually called. We're going to... Again, I like this movie a lot, but rewatching it, it's definitely not... I don't like as much as I used to. So I think I'm going to actually put it down in good. So maybe that'll give me a little more points with you guys after the episode 1 deal. Yeah, we're going to put it in good. There's a lot of cool stuff in it, obviously. I love all the Jedi at the end showing up and the clones showing up. There's a lot of stuff in there I like, actually. There definitely are some weird parts. It's kind of funny. My favorite character is actually Anakin in Star Wars. Anakin / Darth Vader. My friends give me a hard time about Anakin, at least. Which I strongly dispute a lot of it and fight on his behalf, I guess, in arguments. But I will say, rewatching 2, that is probably the worst of Anakin. He's got some really cool moments, and I tell my friends, especially Sarah, I'm sure she'll listen to this, I strongly dispute most of the stuff she says, and I always tell her, like, I just really understand Anakin's character and where he's coming from on different stuff. That said, 2 is definitely his worst moments, I guess, or as she would put, his whiniest moments. So there's some of those scenes. Some of the romance stuff between him and Padme is kind of weird. Like, I like Padme a lot, actually, and I like they're together and stuff, but some of it's a little cringy. But, you know, overall, I still like the movie quite a bit. It's got some cool scenes. I really like the Yoda fight at the end with Count Dooku. That's just really cool. Yoda's awesome. But we'll go ahead and move on from there. After that, we actually have Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated show movie. Before I rank this, I'm just gonna say I really love the Clone Wars show. Clone Wars show is great. Obviously, just like any TV series, there are down episodes, and maybe you could say this has more down episodes than most series. But when it's really good, it is very, very good. Like they hit it out of the park in a lot of it. But this movie is just not very good. Pretty much every Star Wars fan or stuff I've seen from different fans, pretty much all don't like this movie. I was trying to figure out where I want to put it. It's okay, or I guess it's okay, or cool moments, but no. I think I'm just gonna put in a cool moments, but no. I don't know. I don't really like it. It's alright. It has a potential to move up to it's okay. For the moment, we're gonna put cool moments, but no. After that, we got Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3. I really like Episode 3. I think it's epic. The lightsaber fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan at the end is, like, amazing. The best lightsaber fight in all of Star Wars. All the movies, at least. They do some pretty cool animated... the animated fights in, like, Clone Wars and Rebels, they do some really cool stuff. But as far as, like, the live-action movies, Episode 3... best lightsaber fights. I'm gonna put this in the best of the best, baby. We're gonna put it in front of Phantom Menace. Really enjoy it. Again, I get Anakin's character and where he's coming from. I know there's a lot of like doesn't make sense parts of this movie to the point. It's like I've heard that the original cut of this movie was like over 3 hours long or something like that. And I really wish we would have got that, because some of the stuff they threw out, it sounded like it would have made this movie even way better and explained a lot of the stuff. Because, like, at the end, when Anakin and Padme are talking on Mustafar, and he just, like, pretty quickly turns against her once he sees Obi-Wan, I think that scene would have made a lot more sense if they would have left in the stuff they cut and stuff like that. But overall, I love that movie. Anakin turning into Vader, and getting the Vader suit at the very end of the movie is really cool. Just a really cool movie, and I really enjoyed it, and I really liked that movie. So I guess that's it for the prequels. We're now on to our first spin-off movie, which is the Solo movie. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I never saw the point of them making this movie. I think part of Han Solo's character that's cool about him because he's kind of mysterious. He tells about some of the stuff he's done, but I didn't really want to see it necessarily. I mean, if they made the movie, whatever, but I felt like it was kind of a waste. Like, I think they could have put a cooler movie here. And then I just rewatched it about a week ago or so, and I still don't care for it very much. It's got some okay moments, but ultimately I think I would have liked it way better, but I do not like the actor they got to play Han Solo. And I don't like the way that his character is in the movie. Like, I don't feel like that's how Han would act. He's way too goofy and just, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm going to put in it's okay. That's about all I can do for it, because I don't really care for it. I still don't really feel like it really should have been made. I think they could have done a cooler spin-off movie than about Han, but if they're going to make it, I just wish they would have done a little better. Everything else in it's pretty decent. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, whatever you feel. So I should have said this at the beginning of the video. This is just my opinions, so if you want to roast me, roast me. If not, if you like my opinion, cool. If not, I'm sure you have your own. It's all cool. It's all fun. And it's the fun of debating Star Wars movies. So, moving on. We got Rogue One, the second spin-off movie. Or I think maybe before Solo. I don't remember which one came out first. Anyway, Rogue One I loved a lot, and for the most part, and maybe my favorite Disney made Star Wars movie, possibly. I don't know. I really, really like Rogue One, like a lot. I think it's a very, very good Star Wars movie. And the Vader moment at the end of the movie, where he's just mowing down the rebels in that corridor, that part alone makes it best of the best, baby. You can fight me on it. It was just, it's just great. I love it. I think the whole story, I think it's cool getting to actually see how they got the Death Star plans. I know you can probably kind of be like, well, you said you didn't want to see the Solo stuff. It's like, Yeah, because that adds to his character. It's more mystery. This is like, how did they actually get the plans? Like, it's just more cool, I think. So I really, really enjoyed it, and I don't know. I think what y'all should do is
join me. Together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
So yeah, join me. It'd be great. We'll rule the galaxy, and I know at this point, about halfway through this, I know you're all are thinking,
Impressive. Most impressive.
Yeah, I have to agree. So I'm moving on. Sorry, I'm getting really corny here, but it's all fun. Star Wars Episode 4, the original movie. I go back and forth on this. Like, man, growing up, I really liked it. Then I kind of went against it, and here lately, I just rewatched. Like I said, I rewatched all of these within about a month, from middle of November to when Rise of Skywalker came out. I kept watching them. It's kind of hard because it is the one that started off, so you kind of just want to put in the best of the best. But I think for enjoyment level, as cool as it is, I think I'm going to put very good. And it very much has the potential of being part of the best of the best. That could be just like any other day. I could change it up there, or even switch it out with Rogue One or something like that. I don't know. At the very moment, at least, we're going to put Episode 4 in very good. Just a tremendous movie. Of course, kicked off all of Star Wars, and it's very good. So, there you have it. Next, we have The Empire Strikes Back, or Episode 5. This one is amazing, so it automatically is going to go up to best of the best, baby. This one, like, it's like Episode 4 on crack. Like, it was just, I don't want to say like way better, but it was quite a bit better than Episode 4. I mean, all that original trilogy is great, but most people consider Episode 5 the best, and I do as well. At least with the original. Like, overall, all the movies, shoot, I don't even know. Probably Episode 5. Yeah, probably should say that before someone tracks me down and shoots me or something. So yeah, Episode 5, for you crazies, definitely the best. Don't worry, I'm good. What can you say about it? Like, you got some actual cool fight between Vader and Luke, unlike the really goofy nothing lightsaber fight in Episode 4. I get kind of what they're going for, but it's also like, it's not very fun to watch. It's okay. It's kind of lame, especially for how good both of them are. And they're just kind of like barely like tapping their lightsabers, doing nothing. It's just, I don't know. Episode 5, it's still not the best lightsaber fight ever or anything, but it's pretty cool. It's not way better. And plus you get the cool, the moment, most famous part of any movie ever is the
I am your father.
Yeah, so that right there, best of the best, baby, obviously. Alright, now we're getting down to it. We got Return of the Jedi, Episode 6. I keep going back and forth on this one as well. The first half of the movie, it's okay. I don't really care for them breaking Han out of Jabba's palace, and the escape and all that when they go out to the Tatooine stuff. It's okay. Like, I kind of like, every time I watch that movie, it's like, once you get past that point, pretty dang good. Ewoks, they're alright. Again, that's kind of back to the Jar Jar thing. Of course, I know they're not as bad as Jar Jar, but they're kind of goofy and like a weird addition. And plus, they're like a main part. In fact, like these little teddy bear freaks, like beating up stormtroopers and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of goofy. It's alright. I don't hate Ewoks. I kind of like them, but yeah. So I think that in mind, I think I'm going to put it in very good. Again, very good and best of the best are very close. Like, any other day, I could potentially move both of those up to best of the best. They're very good, at the very least. Of course, you got the conclusion, or the original conclusion of the saga, with Luke facing down Vader, his father, which is pretty cool. One thing it doesn't, I always had a problem with every time I watch that is in the middle of their fight, or I guess at the end of their fight, when Luke just gets really mad at Vader and starts attacking him, and how easily Vader goes down. Like, every time I watch that, I do not understand why he just loses so quickly all of a sudden, falls, and then gets his hand cut off. Like, it's kind of dumb looking to me how quickly that happens, and I don't quite understand it. So maybe that right there is another reason I don't put it in the best of the best. I don't care for that. But overall, great movie. Cool stuff with Yoda and Obi-Wan filling in the blanks and all that. So yeah, very good. We'll go on. Episode 7, the relaunch of the series, basically Disney's first outing. Once they bought them, I know a lot of my friends love this movie, like love it. I was not crazy about it. To me, I'm one of those people that's like, it's basically just episode 4 with some glitter, and that's really disappointing to me because J.J. Abrams is a way better director than that, and it felt like just like a cheap cop out. He was scared to do much. When I first saw it, I really didn't like it, and for the following years, I did not like it. Rewatching it, I liked it way more than I used to. I'll give it that. But this movie, I did not like the characters in it very much. Other than Rey, I like Rey a lot, honestly. But in it, for the longest time, I hated Kylo Ren in it. He was such a... I don't know. I don't like the way he threw a fit, like with the beating stuff, his lightsaber and stuff. It was weird. And I did not like Finn at all. Like, I hated Finn. And the moment where you think he dies in the movie, I was like, all right, maybe it will be a good ending. Spoiler, he didn't die. And Poe was okay at best. He was all right. So I really did not care for this movie. I've got where I like it better now. I'm going to put it in the good category. And honestly, guys, a few years ago, or even not that long ago, probably, it probably been it's okay, or a cool moment, but no. Probably it's okay, because I did enjoy enough of it. But I'm going to put it up to good, and we'll see how it goes from there. Like I said, it could move up potentially, but I don't think it would. Like, there's potential for Star Wars Last Jedi, or Return of the Jedi, I mean, to move up, but I don't think Force Awakens Episode 7 has a chance to move up, honestly. I think it's pretty much solidly there. In fact, I strongly like Episode 2 better. So it's kind of weird they're on the same level. So I don't know, maybe I should actually have another level here, but I don't know. I would say, I guess the potential for 7 might go down to here, but for the moment, at least, we're going to put it here at good. Because it did have some good stuff. It was just too much of a remake. It was just the Death Star, but fancier. Well, like I said, it was just Episode 4, but fancy. So we're going to leave it there for the moment. Episode 8. The Last Jedi. Where am I going to put this? Yeah, no, it's not even funny for a joke, because I do not like this movie. I kind of absolutely hate this movie. Admittedly, there are some cool moments. Some really cool visuals. Even though I have some major problems with the Luke Skywalker fight scene at the end of the movie, pretty cool stuff. And that whole planet, when they're at the ships and they're dragging on the ground, and like the salt or whatever, and like the red powder or whatever flying up, or sand or salt, whatever you want to say. That part looks awesome. There's some cool visuals in the movie. They do some cool stuff, but ultimately I hate that movie. I do not like that Johnson guy that directed it, because I think everything that JJ set up in Episode 7, I felt like 8 just threw out. Like, they threw out Snoke, like the mystery of who Snoke is. They threw out Rey's parents. They made Luke this old, grouchy, doesn't care what happens to the universe dude. And just like when Rey shows up and hands him the lightsaber in it, and he just throws it over his shoulder, I was like, that is garbage. That would not happen. That's not how Luke would be. In fact, because in 7, he even left a map for they could find him when they really needed him, and to help, save the galaxy or whatever. It's like Johnson just crapped all over what Episode 7 did. As much problems I have with 7 just being like a rehash, he did set up a lot of cool storylines. And Episode 8 just crapped all over it destroyed it. And then like half the movie is them on the stupid casino planet that had ultimately did nothing for the plot. It was completely pointless, and it was just stupid, and it was just a waste of like 40 minutes or so, maybe more, maybe a little less. I don't know. It was just garbage. So, admittedly, some cool moments, but honestly, I think it's a garbage movie that really hurt this new trilogy. So that's where I'm going to leave it. It has no possibility of moving up. Sorry, garbage. Now, we're going to get down onto Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker and the End of the Skywalker Saga. This one's going to be pretty controversial probably as well, because everyone's... I won't say everyone, I see a lot of positives, but I see a lot of negatives about it. And admittedly, there are some stuff they messed up in it. Some stuff that didn't make sense. Some bonker stuff they did that was like, what? But I've got to say, I watched it opening night. Watched it 3 days later again with some friends. And then I think 3 days later again I watched it on the IMAX in 3D. So I watched it 3 times. It's opening 6 days, I guess. It wasn't even quite a week. Or I guess it may have been a week at that. No, yeah, 6 days at that point. And I guess I really enjoyed it, especially the last time I saw it. Because like each time you see it, you're not so like stunned or whatever with what they're trying to do. So ultimately, I'm going to put it in the best of the best, baby. I liked it quite a bit, honestly. Again, there's some stuff in it that's like, what? And... man, I'm also looking at my list and I'm like, man, is it actually better than 4 or 6? I don't know if I'd go that far, honestly, or not. But at the moment, I'm on that hype train, maybe. Like I said, I've seen it 3 times, so it's not like I'm just like seeing it once. I'm like, oh my gosh, best movie ever, or worst movie. You know, I've seen it, I've critiqued it, I've talked about it with my friend Sarah quite a bit. I think for the moment, yeah, I'm going to put it in the best of the best. I really enjoyed it. I think there's some flaws in it. But ultimately, every one of these movies has flaws. Even Empire, I mean, there's something in there. There's something in every one of these. So, at the moment, that's how I'm feeling. I think the best of the best for me is Empire, Revenge of the Sith, Phantom Menace, Rogue One, and Rise of Skywalker. I really enjoyed those 5 movies. I think more than any of the others. I know I keep saying it. Episode 4 and 6 potentially could be in that best of the best, or at least one of them. I don't know. Love them in the good category. Maybe episode 2 should be a little higher for me. I don't know, but I feel like it's not as good as 4 and 6 at least. As much as I do enjoy it, and then 7, like I said, I don't really like, but it's also kind of good. I don't know. Maybe it should be the one that drops down another peg. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna drop it down. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I feel a little bit better about that. So episode 2, which I like a lot, but has quite a bit of flaws in it. Episode 2 will be in good. I'm gonna put episode 7. It's okay, because I still not crazy about it. Again, that's another one of those deals I could flip flop any day, like I just did. Like I've done like 5 times already. For the moment, it's an it's okay. Solo, it's okay. And then the cool moments, but no, the Clone Wars, Star Wars movie thing, and episode 8, which I think is just literal garbage. It should probably go below that even. So, there you have it, guys. There's my Skywalker Saga movie rankings. Again, this is just solely my opinion. I'm sure no one agrees with me, or you may agree with some of it, whatever. Don't roast me too hard. Just enjoy. Leave your comments in the comment section with your ranking, or make your own video on this, or comment back what you liked or disliked or whatever. Give the video a like and subscribe, and we will catch you all later.
The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master.